Hey, Dwayne, do your intro.
What?
Your intro. It's your special.
Sorry. Oh, hey, how you doing? My name is Dwayne. I'm the caretaker here at the Monster Dome. The Monster Dome! And this is my special. My special. I picked a couple movies for this episode. It's movies that I like, that I saw, when they first come out and stuff, some of them. And I enjoy these movies, and I thought Tazy and Sean would enjoy them, and I think y'all enjoy them too.
I can see
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Monster Dome. Today, Dwayne's in charge. Dwayne gets to pick everything what's going on. I don't like the switch of power here, but what we got going on tonight, Dwayne?
Alright, the first movie that I was going to show everybody was going to be The Fog from 1980, directed by John Carpenter.
Ooh.
Yeah, John Carpenter. Second movie we're going to look at is The Abominable Dr. Phibes, starring Vincent Price from 1971.
Okay.
Vincent Price, one of my favorites. And one of my favorite comedies of all time, 1988's The Naked Gun, with Leslie Nielsen, Ricardo Montalban, Priscilla Presley, and George Kennedy.
So we're gonna and O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end with the comedy.
Yeah, we end with a comedy.
Okay, all right.
Go out with a bang at the end.
And don't forget, even though we never told you this before, but also we're gonna be showing and reviewing the Tales from the Crypt episode. Something Santa Claus is here, right?
All through the night.
All through the night. That's right. We're gonna be showing. We'll be reviewing that episode of Tales from the Crypt. All right, Dwayne. Let's see how you did last week. Tasia did really good with her picks. Mm-hmm. She got 888s. Let's see if you can match her or pass her up right here on the Monster Dome.
It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings.
Alright, first movie we're going to talk about tonight is from 1980. It's The Fog, directed by
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KAB, Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Oh, Jesus.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Who's there?
The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it. We're all cursed. There's no water getting here, but something awful cold, Pin.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now.
Where's the fog now?
Well, it should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog. Dan, stay away from the door! Someone listen to me!
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows. There's something in the fog. Stay away from the fog. From the creator of Halloween, the ultimate experience in terror and suspense. John Carpenter's The Fog, starring Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
So This is one of my favorite movies. We talked about John Carpenter a lot, one of my favorite directors. We've already talked about Halloween. We've talked about The Thing. Oh, well, somebody's wearing a Thing t-shirt today.
Oh.
Yeah.
And did he also direct Svengoolie?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I was trying to tie in with my John Carpenter things.
Okay.
So we talked about Halloween and The Thing as horror. We've talked about John Carpenter. We talked about the score, the soundtracks. He does really good on the soundtracks. Does a lot of it himself. Talked about some of his non-horror movies that are more action. Escape from New York, Escape from L.A., Big Trouble in Little China, Assault on Precinct 13. And I just thought I'd get one of the classic ones, which is The Fog.
All right, Dwayne, I got some questions for you.
Sure.
So this is your episode, your picks. Mm-hmm. All three films. This is the first time I've seen all three. Since we're doing The Fog, where did you first see The Fog, and what was your special memories about The Fog and why you picked it?
Okay. So The Fog came out in 1980, so I was about 7, maybe 6, 7 years old at the time. I didn't see it, of course, in theaters, but I knew from Halloween, which I had seen at a young age, that it's the same director. And I probably saw it on cable, like HBO or something, showing horror movies. And I remember seeing The Fog. I always liked how the effects were like, they had the light in the background with the fog rolling in and stuff.
That looked awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. The soundtrack.
Yeah, I was telling Dwayne, I was like, there's one part, me and Taze was watching it last night, and it was just the song went off, and I was like, I was just grooving to it. I was like, hell yeah. Me and Taze started dancing.
And then
this is awesome.
And then with some of the other directors, he uses some of the same people in multiple movies.
This one especially.
Yeah, so this one you have Tom Atkins, who's in Halloween 3, plus Escape from New York. You have Adrienne Barbeau, I think was his wife at the time of this. She was in this, and she's in Escape from New York. Jamie Lee Curtis was in Halloween in this. The gentleman who plays the doctor in the morgue that does that checks the bodies.
Oh, yeah.
He actually is one of the guys from the Assault on Precinct 13. And a little more scoop into this, his name in the movie is called Dr. Phibes.
Okay.
His character's name. So that's going to come up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also might recognize Annie from Halloween.
Yep.
She didn't have a big part. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother, Janet Leigh, is in this film.
Yep.
Which is really cool, and a really great cast. It looked like it's just basically John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's buddies.
Yep.
We're all here in this one because I know Jamie Lee Curtis and all those girls from Halloween were really good friends with Deborah Hill before she passed away, and they were all here for this one. Who was the guy who had the crush on the radio DJ? Was he the sheriff in Halloween 1, or who was that guy?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I know I've seen him before.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not sure where I've
recognize
seen him. Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the movie a little bit. Basically, it's a small little fishing town, and they recently just turned 100. And this little town's just kind of, it's like they talk about how boring this town is, and suddenly things start acting weird. There's this mysterious fog that's showing up, and people start to die. And that's basically the whole plot right here. But I love this film. The cast is amazing. Like, my favorite part of the film, though, is like the setting and backdrop. The eerie fog with the spooky lights. I love that there's a lighthouse that has a fucking like radio station in it. That was cool. And just the way the ghost pirates look in the fog, and you never really get a good look at them, which I think really helps.
Yes.
Almost like a shark effect, or a Bruce from Jaws. You don't really see the shark a whole lot, just enough to know. And I think that really helped because, like, you just see these things in the silhouette of the fog, and they're coming for you. Yeah,
and we were talking about that. I forgot Hal Holbrook is in this also. He's the priest.
Yeah.
So that's he was in there also. And yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a good concept. The little town has a dark history. We talk about how boring it is. It's a dark history. They did some people wrong, and then the ghosts of the people come back after them and everything. And like you said, the ghost pirates, you don't see them really close. You see some of their the bandages and some of the stuff to use. And there's like one scene I think where you see like the side of one's face, you see like maggots or something crawling out, and then it's just a really good story and a really good movie. The atmosphere is awesome in it.
That is definitely the best part.
Yeah, there's parts in daylight, but a lot of it takes place at night, and it's just really good. Like you said, the effects, the fog rolling into the town and everything.
This is like a perfect October film. It just has that
nice cool weather.
Just that nice atmosphere. I was like, damn, this is cool. And there's not a whole lot of killing in this movie. But it does have a great, like we were talking about earlier with the cast, a great entourage cast. And there's another movie that I absolutely hate called The Dead Don't Die. And it also had a great cast and it had so much potential, but they dropped the ball with a shitty writer and a shitty director. But this one, which came out way before The Dead Don't Die, did it perfectly. It's just, they balanced the cast well, and they also build to it. Like we don't go straight to the bad stuff. We have time to build characters and kind of get to know the town a little bit, which was a lot of fun, and get to know all the characters before people start getting stabbed by some ghost pirates. So of course Tom Atkins, it's like every movie I see him in, he's swinging dick, and it didn't take him too long before he slept with Jamie Lee Curtis in this film. I mean, like damn, all he did was pick her up as she was hitchhiking. And before you know it, they're in his room. And I was like, damn, guys, this guy's a dog. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't seen the whole... Who did he play in Escape from New York?
He played one of the officers that patrols, lets people into New York and stuff.
What non-John Carpenter films would he be in?
I'm not seeing any.
Not? Okay, so I guess he's just a John Carpenter. But
he's in Creepshow.
Yeah.
The first one, he's the dad.
He was okay.
In all the little segments in between each episode, he was the dad that was mad about the kid having comic books.
Was he? Okay.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Dwayne, let's talk some more about the fog here. I was really confused on I don't know. The book thing kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know. I kind of wish they maybe went to that, or maybe had a flashback to the whole why the pirates were angry at the town. I was a little confused about that.
They supposedly bought some land, I guess, and next to the town, or like adjacent to it.
Yeah.
And the town took the money from the people, but then when they were coming to dock, I think they sank the boat or set on fire or something and killed everybody on board, and then the town kept the money, kept the gold.
Okay. I kind of wish they maybe done like a flashback. They talked about it, but I don't know if I just comprehended it when they said it. But I was like, I kind of wish they would have shown something. It would have been like more. I don't know. Have you seen did they do that in the remake?
I watched the remake. I watched it like once. I didn't really like it too much. Because I like this first one a lot, but they talk a little bit more about it, like in the remake and stuff. Yeah.
Where did the remake go wrong that the original did?
Just a lot of it. The story really wasn't there.
Yeah.
The effects were a lot more modern, but as this one, the charm is you don't see the ghosts. You don't see the zombified, bodies and stuff. That tried to. They made them like holographic kind of looking, like cheap ghosts and stuff, and it wasn't good. I mean, you had some good actors in it, but I just didn't particularly like it that much.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really all that bloody. It wasn't. The atmosphere was like, hey, we're gonna update it with better effects, but then the effects didn't do that well.
Okay.
Didn't help it any.
Yeah, you got a good film when you're, I kind of wished it was a little bit longer, actually. Because it kind of ended, I didn't expect it to end so quickly, and he said, I want to get the cross back. I was like, oh, and this is going to work well. He's going to get stabbed. And they're like, okay, and the bad guys left. I was like, oh, wait, fuck, that's it? It didn't take long. It felt like they barely had to fight, I kind of wish that they had a bigger struggle I kind of wished it was just a little bit longer. Maybe if they had another like 10, 15 minutes of them fighting some cool pirate ghosts. But that's really, I mean, these are just kind of nitpicks. I did really, really like this movie, Dwayne. It's a good first pick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you actually see the end where you come back?
Yeah, they do. They do come back and kill the priest. But like, I was like, wait, what the hell? They actually decided to leave, and then I remember I was thinking to myself like, I wish one more person would have died, and then they came back and killed the priest, and that was it. So, Wayne, what's your final thoughts and grade for The Fog?
My final thoughts are it's a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I've enjoyed it since I was a kid, and it's one of my favorite horrors by John Carpenter. I still like some of the others. Like I've seen Ghost of Mars isn't really a horror movie, but I've seen They Live, which is kind of sci-fi horror. You know, I've seen Prince of Darkness and stuff, and I enjoyed it also, but this was one of my favorites, and I thought you said you hadn't seen it. I said, well, that's one we definitely got to watch.
Where do you rank this? So if you had to do like a top 5 John Carpenter, where would you rank it?
It's probably, personally, I think Halloween would be number 1. I think Escape from New York would be number 2 for me. So I enjoy those so much. The Thing might be number 2.
Okay.
Escape from New York might be number 3. This might be number 4.
Really?
Yeah. Assault on Precinct 13 just has some really great scenes, and I enjoyed a lot. That might be my number 5.
Okay, and I haven't seen a lot of John Carpenter films. I honestly might have to put this above Escape from New York. I have to rewatch it. It's been probably about 5 years since I've seen it. Well, so did you give your score on this one yet?
No. I'm just gonna give it. Thinking about it and everything, it's not its best.
Yeah.
But it's really good, so I'm gonna go with a really solid 8.
8. Ooh.
How do you feel?
All right. Well, let's find out. Here are my pros and cons for The Fog. My pros: amazing, awesome scenery and a spooky, eerie fall setting. A great Halloween reunion cast. John Carpenter's dope-ass horror beats. My cons: I wish the film was just a little bit longer with a little bit more stabby. Alright guys, I'm actually torn, Dwayne. Torn between 2 scores.
Probably a 7 or an 8.
Oh, more 8, 9, really.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Somewhere in the middle. Oof. Try to. What do you think? Tazia, I'll let you pick. 8 or 9?
8.
8? Okay. She said he gonna beat my scores. 8. Alright. I'm giving The Fog 8 Tom Atkins clapping cheeks out of 10.
It's Tazia. It's Tazia.
That's me!
The Tazia Review Show. Starring Sean Dills.
This is my review of The Fog, and I actually ended up liking this movie. At first I wasn't sure if I would, but it ended up being a really great film, and I could definitely see myself watching this film again.
So, Dwayne, I've been waiting for this moment for a minute. What have you watched since last time?
So I bought Creepshow Season 1. I've seen a lot. I think I saw all of them on AMC. But I bought Season 1 because I hadn't watched it recently and stuff. I already had Season 2 and stuff. So I bought that recently and watched that again. And I enjoyed it. maybe a little differently with me is I've been reading more lately again.
Oh, okay.
I've read like almost everything from Stephen King up until I read the Dark Tower series.
I listened to the first 2 on audiobook.
On the Dark Tower?
Yeah.
So I read a lot of his books up until probably early 2000s. And then he did some more different things. He's done like some crime novels more and stuff like that.
Did you ever watch the Dark Tower movie?
I did.
Let me ask you.
Sure.
In the second book, there's this black woman who has like no legs.
Yeah.
And it's like, you honky motherfucker, or something like that. Was she in the movie? Because if she's in the movie, I'm watching the movie.
No, the movie tried to combine a lot of it, 7.5 books into one movie, and it cut out like a lot of the main characters and cut out a lot of the backstory. So it was just about the gunslinger, the boy Jake, and then them going after the man in black, which was McConaughey in that movie. And it had Idris Elba in it, and he's great. I love Idris Elba. I would like to see them redo the whole series with him as the main actor. Because I think
McConaughey.
You can keep McConaughey too. He was pretty good.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the actors in that movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed their acting, but the movie's just horrible.
The script just wasn't there.
It's just horrible.
I mentioned earlier, or depends on where I'm editing this film at. There's a movie called The Dead Don't Die, which had amazing cast. But you had a dumb shit baboon director and writer. And I was like, what? Such a wasted fucking potential movie. So I know you've been watching Demon Slayer. Have you finished it? Are you caught up?
I have. I've caught up on the series.
Yeah.
And they're going to end the... it was originally like a manga, I believe. And they're going to end it with like 3 movies. Like one movie this year, one movie the next, and one movie the year after that. The new movie comes out on... Or the first movie for the ending comes out on September 12th.
Of this month?
Well, September 12th would be this month.
Cool.
Yeah. But my nephew wants to go see that.
Yeah.
Him and some of the people I worked with were ones that tell me, oh, you gotta watch this, it's great. And it is, it's really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I know super soon we're gonna be watching another anime.
Okay. Good. But what I did was, talking about the books again, is The Long Walk by Stephen King is a movie that's coming out pretty soon. And
Mark Hamill.
Yes, yeah, he's in it. And it's a story I read probably back in the late 80s. I was in high school. So late 80s, early 90s. I graduated in 91, yeah. And it's actually, The Long Walk is actually my favorite of the Bachman books. He wrote books under a name called Richard Bachman. And it's my favorite Bachman book. And so I reread it recently. And then I reread Cycle of the Werewolf, which is one they made the Silver Bullet movie from. And I reread Agatha Christie's Murder at Orient Express recently. Okay. I never read it, but I wanted to.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. There's like 2 or 3 versions of the movie. But I wanted to read something that wasn't something I already read that I hadn't forgot about and stuff. So I reread that recently. But I'm trying to go see The Long Walk. And then I'm going to see that the anime Demon Slayer. So what have you and Tazy been watching?
Oh, hold on. I'm about to get to that. I'm about to pull out my list here. It's pretty big. But speaking of books, I've recently purchased some books. So you're talking about Stephen King?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a Garfield spinoff called Pet Force, where Garfield and his buddies are superheroes. And I bought all 5 of the books. And I had them as like I wasn't even a fucking kid. I was like a middle schooler when I had these books. I bought the fucking Pet Force books. I don't know why. Anyway, I haven't started reading them yet. I just got them in. But let's get to what I've watched. And there's this app called Letterboxd. And I want, if you're watching this, for the love of God, follow me on here. I have 2 fucking followers and it's depressing. And I have 2. And I like it's so hard to get people to follow you on there because like it has like all the reviews, and it's not like recent reviews. It's like, hey, what's the most popular? So like, if you're not popular to begin with, how does anybody see you? So it's really hard to like, you just kind of know people and find ways to promote your letterbox. Well, here's my letterbox. For the love of God, please follow me. And another cool thing about Letterboxd, you can make a list. I have a list on Letterboxd, has every movie we reviewed right here at the Monster Dome. So if you want to like go to Letterboxd and you can see, hey, I wonder what all the movies are reviewed. You go to that list. It's called the Monster Dome. It has every film we've reviewed on there. So, Dwayne, I got this thing like a month ago, and I'm going to go over everything I've watched since the last time. Which is a lot. Okay, so Happy Gilmore, we talked about it last time. Zombies, Descent. Alright, so on the last episode, we did our top 5 shark films. And like the next day after we filmed that, I watched another shark film. And it was so good, I was like, if I was watching this, Meg would have got kicked out. Because this movie would have been probably get thrown in my number 3 spot, right behind Deep Blue Sea. It's a movie called Dangerous Animals.
That's the guy that played Captain Boomerang, right?
Captain Boomerang. Okay. He's in it, yes. This movie is awesome. It was a blast. My friend, he has access to my Voodoo account. Every now and then he'll throw his card on there and buy movies. He randomly bought it. And I know Taser likes shark movies, so I clicked on it and we watched it. And I loved the movie. I had a blast with it. Then I watched, since we just did Grown Ups recently, we rewatched Grown Ups 2. Not nearly as good. Then Dwayne. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. We watched The Descent. So I watched Descent Part 2.
So I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes.
So when you said kill the night was when they killed Juno. Yeah. And I said, what?
Well, if you're just going by movie 1, you assume she's dead. If there was no 2,
sure.
you assume she was dead. However, I kind of wish they just ended with the first movie because Descent 2 was like, let me shit on the first film. I hate movies that are like, it takes a good movie, they make a sequel that almost ruins the first one. This one did that. It was just bad.
Yeah.
Next up, I did a movie. I watched a movie called Sorry About the Demon. It's about this like family, this like rich white family moving to the house. Their daughter becomes possessed by a demon, and this family makes a deal with the demon that if they get someone to take her place as a sacrifice, he'll leave him be. So they trick this dumb guy into moving in for really, really cheap, and he gets haunted by the demon. It's a comedy. It's okay, not bad. Then I watched the movie Novocaine. It's an action flick about this guy who doesn't feel pain. I think this guy is from The Boys. And it's a really cool flick. We had a blast watching it. It was a really cool action flick with a lot of comedy. We watched Friday the 13th, the original. I want to go back to the series. We came home, we got some Sonic, and I was like, I kind of want to watch Friday the 13th. And we watched it. Then I watched Locked with Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins. It's about the guy Bill Skarsgård who played Pennywise. Mm-hmm. He's like a down on his luck guy. He's got a kid and a ex-wife, and he's trying to get money to be a better dad, and just everything's going bad for him. He sees this fancy, nice-ass car in the parking lot. He goes to, just to see what he can do, see if he can't, steal it. And he gets in the car, and then it turns out when he shut the door, the car wasn't opening up again. And then Anthony Hopkins comes on the screen, is talking to him, and that's his car, and he can control the car, and control the heat, the air, everything else in the car he can control. He is in control of this, and then it is a pretty cool flick. Give it probably like a 7 out of 10. On the very first episode, or the early episodes, me and Dwayne were talking about movies, franchises we've never seen. One of mine was Conjuring. So me and Tasia has been diving into the Conjuring universe.
I like the first one.
Yeah, first one's good. We watched 1, I thought it was great. Watched 2, was good. I liked 2. Mm-hmm. Then we watched Annabelle, which was boring. It was very boring. Not a bad flick, it's just boring. I guess Annabelle Creation, which was a lot better. Have you seen Annabelle Creation?
Yeah,
it's better. Way
yes,
better.
Absolutely.
And then we watched, I guess...
I've not seen The Nun.
The Nun. We just watched The Nun Saturday. It's okay. So it's like my second least favorite. Mm-hmm. It's better than Annabelle 1, but everything else is a little bit better than that. Okay, so there's The Conjuring. I watched Sweet Revenge. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Do you know what that is?
No.
So it's the new Friday the 13th short film.
Sure.
It's written by the guy who wrote the first one. So this is like a canon Friday the 13th short film. It's really cool. Hindsight is what we should have fucking reviewed instead of that stupid ass Tales from the Crypt. But Jason is back. And also Jason's now sponsored by Angry Happy Orchard or whatever, that beer.
Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard. He's somehow sponsored by that because that thing was everywhere. But then you should watch it on the next episode. What do you think? It's only like 20 minutes long. Then I watched Small Soldiers. Really cool. Have you seen Small Soldiers?
A long time ago.
Actually had a boy, Bruce Dern from The Burbs. Mm-hmm. He's in it. And a bunch of cool actors. Watch a movie called Greedy People. You heard of that? It has, what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Who was that guy in Old Country Old Country? Oh, Brother, We're Out Thou. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You know, the little short guy? He's like in all the Coen brother movies.
Blake?
Yeah, Timothy Blake or something. Mm. Timothy Nelson Blake, I think is his name. Yeah. He's in it. A bunch of other people. I saw the new Superman. You seen it?
No.
I give it a 10 out of 10. Perfect. Curse of Frankenstein, my first Hammer film.
I've not seen Curse of Frankenstein. I've seen like 20 Hammer films, but I've not seen Curse of Frankenstein.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Just one for me. Mm-hmm. Seen Blue Beetle, which was pretty cool. I really liked it. Hereditary.
Oh yeah, I've seen Hereditary.
I didn't like it. You kind of overhyped it a little bit.
I like Hereditary.
It is spooky at some parts, but other parts I'm like, why? It is very spooky at parts. Let me admit that. But yeah, Hereditary was definitely crazy. Just things I just didn't understand what was happening. I get there's like a weird witch cult.
Yeah.
That was a little confusing.
Yeah, grandma was part of the demonic cult and pretty much was sacrificing her family or set them up to be sacrifices to bring this demon back.
Okay.
That's what possessed the boy at the end.
Was it a demon or was it a sister?
The demon.
We're going to have to review that, Dwayne, because that movie, I thought his sister got the body. Okay, anyway. Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers. Not a whole lot. I mean, I understood that one quite fine. I watched a movie called Dead of Night. Have you seen that?
No.
Have you heard of Trilogy of Terror?
Yeah.
It's basically like a sequel, even though they did a Trilogy of Terror after this. But the same people who made that make this one. Pretty good. It wasn't bad. Had some good little stories in there. There's 3 tales, just like Trilogy of Terror. We also watched Final Destination Bloodlines.
I've not seen the Final Destination. That's one of the series I've not watched.
Okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Superman Red Sun. You seen that?
No.
Do you know what that is?
It's with the Russian.
Yeah, it's like what if Superman crashed somewhere else? It was great. I watched a movie called Heretic. It's on HBO Max. That movie was pretty good. It's like
I don't think I've seen it. I've seen a little bit of it. I know what it's about.
Yeah.
I've just not seen it.
Yeah, this guy invites 2 Mormon girls. Yeah. It's kind of like to discuss faith. And boy howdy, is he like it gets a little crazy. I watched a movie called Death of a Unicorn. Have you seen this?
No, but I've heard about it.
Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega.
Yep.
Boy, she's in fucking everything. It was an okay film. Wasn't great. It's okay. The Front Room. I watched a lot. I've been watching movies like a motherfucker. The Front Room. Me and Taylor watched it about an interracial marriage couple. I was like, oh, look, Taylor, that's us. And it's okay. And I would recommend watching it. And everything else from then is stuff we reviewed.
Okay.
So I say I've been watching a lot. So guys, follow me on Letterboxd, for love of God. Somebody, please follow me. I have like 40 fucking reviews and not a lot of likes.
It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings.
Hey guys, it's time for horror on the small screen. I forgot that the first time. And alright guys, today we're doing another Tales from the Crypt. This is what, number 3 for us? We've reviewed?
It's like 3 or 4 now.
3 or 4. And this time, Dwayne picked the Christmas special and all through the house. I'm 80% sure that's not what it's called, but it's okay. I'll put the real title right here. Let's dive in. I think out of the 3 we watched, so we watched the one with the assassin.
Yep.
We watched the one in Alaska.
Yep.
And then there's this one. I think this one's my least favorite.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's not the best one.
It was a cool concept. It had cool imagery. I didn't like the main character, this woman. It's Christmas Eve, and this woman and her husband are in the living room, and he's just sitting there minding his own business, saying, "Hey, this fire's getting a little hot. Maybe I should put it out." And she's like, "Fuck you," and kills him with, or tries to kill him with a fire poker. And that's how we start the show. And then she's goofy. And then she's dragging his body around. And but right before she makes a phone call to some, this is like bad mistake number 1 and 2 right here. She calls this guy and she goes, "Baby, this is it. We're getting the money." And this is actually, he didn't even answer it. She's leaving this on his message machine. And so I'm sure cops are going to look into that. And 2, when she called, the guy she called, his answering machine's like, "Hey, for a lady, leave your measurements." I was like, this is the guy you want to be with? It feels like she just makes mistake after mistake, doesn't know how to pick a man. She obviously hates the guy she's with now. She just tried to kill him. The new guy seems like he's a player. And there's a guy before that because she has a daughter with a different man who we never see in the show. So it sounds like she doesn't know how to pick a man either. Well, she drags this dude, her dead husband, outside, trying to throw him in the well. And then turns out there's an evil, psychotic guy who escaped from a mental asylum who's now dressed as Santa Claus. Where have I heard that before, Dwayne?
Tales from the Crypt. Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think American Horror Story's done this. It's been done a lot. So it's a very used concept. I'm not sure who has the first one. I assume Silent Night, Deadly Night might have
I think so, yeah.
They probably got the OG. But everybody else is kind of hopping on their dick on that story.
Well, I think this was in the comic book back in the 60s.
So yeah. I might...
And then there was a Tales from the Crypt movie in the 70s that actually had this in it too.
My bad. Everybody else is riding their dick on this story. But how did they do it the worst, though? Because American Horror Story, I thought, did it better. But to be fair, they had Ian McShane to play Santa instead of this goofy hillbilly who they got in this one.
Larry Drake is the one who does it in this one.
Who's Larry Drake?
He was Dr. Giggles.
I know the movie. I haven't watched it yet either.
He used to be in the TV show ER, and he's been on other movies and stuff.
Oh, well, cool. Well, Ian McShane's still better by a landslide. Ian McShane's an amazing actor, and he played an awesome killer Santa in American Horror Story Season 2. I've yet to see See No Evil, the Christmas one we just talked about.
Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Silent Night, Deadly Night. I've yet to see that one too. So, I gotta get caught up on my killer Santas. I have seen Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. And Krampus, if you count that, even though he's like a demonic German
Yeah, it's
Santa.
not a killer Santa thing. No.
Yeah. We just have like cool Santa toys and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she bites off this dude and she calls the cops, and the cops are like, "Where are you located?" And she decides to hang up on him, which didn't make any sense because I guess she's worried that we're gonna find her dead husband. But I was like, just blame it on the Santa guy, which she does later. But it took her like 10 minutes to think about it. I don't know. She just kept making mistakes, and there's a part where she's locked in this closet with a gun and a window, and she sees the Santa clawing up to her daughter on this ladder. I was like, why didn't you just get the gun and shoot him, or just push the ladder down?
She couldn't see the gun because it was already on top shelf.
Okay,
She kept reaching for it. She couldn't see it.
If it was my daughter, I probably would have put all my weight on it and broke it. Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't take much for me, but anyway, I don't know. I feel like she just could have done everything fucking better in this movie. I don't know. She's very annoying. Long story short, I found her very annoying. What'd you think of the Santa?
It wasn't. I mean, they had some good fake teeth on him, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and he did look really scary and psychotic, but it wasn't a really good episode.
I kind of wish they were longer because, like, it's only 23 minutes. Okay, well, then you got the opening credits, and then you got the Crypt Keeper, his intro and outro, and then the story starts, and they have an opening credits as well. So you're looking at maybe 16 minutes at best of footage here you're getting to use. I don't know. I just kind of wish they were a little bit longer or written a little bit better. Who was the guy who directed this?
Zemeckis, who also directed Airplane and Naked Gun.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are all these coincidences?
I don't know how all these things all coincided.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why you picked it, I guess.
Well, no, I didn't know. I didn't know he was the director until you said, "Look, it's Robert Zemeckis." I was like, "Oh, okay."
He directed Airplane?
Yeah. Him and the Zemeckis brothers. I wrote it or something like that. I also had Richard Donner on there, and he's the guy who wrote Superman 2. The director on the All Through the House.
Yeah.
Or one of the writers producers is Richard Donner. Richard Donner also was the one who directed Superman 2.
Huh. Finding out all kinds of cool things on this episode. Okay. Well, besides trivia, not a whole lot to do on this one. Dwayne, let's talk a little bit. What you think?
Not one of the best episodes.
Now, if we were to put it in the Goosebumps category,
it's better than Goosebumps, but it's not. It was probably the weakest of the Tales from the Crypt episodes we reviewed.
I think that Stay of the Basement one was really good, though. Goosebumps.
They're close. I
Okay.
think these two I think would be close. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely better than Worms.
That was some fucking dog shit. That and the fucking auditorium one.
Yeah.
The opera one. Okay, anyway. So there's not a whole lot to really review here. It's a very simple story. Woman kills husband. Then a psycho killer Santa comes in. That's bad. And he chases her around. And I guess assuming he killed her because she spent the last minute of screen time she sat down and just screamed. I was like, there's probably like 10 better things you could have done than sit down and scream. But that's just me, Dwayne. What do you think? Okay. I was hoping a cool ending. Here's how I would have ended it. Because it ended with her coming down the stairs and then her daughter walking hand in hand with the Santa. I thought it would have been a cooler ending if it ended with him smiling and laughing and just spinning around hitting daughter in the head. And like cut the credits. You know what I mean? Now, maybe not show it, but very, very, very imply it, and maybe show a thunk sound and some blood splatter. I thought that would have been a cool ending, and then here's Remy. That's just me. Dwayne, final thoughts and score?
Final thoughts, I already said, was it's probably the worst episode that we've reviewed so far.
Yep.
And I want to give it like a 5.
5?
Yeah, they tried to make a little comedy out of it, a little bit of comedy stuff with it, but it wasn't that good.
Alright. Here are my pros and cons. Or Tales from the Crypt. All through the house. My pros. Cool Killer Santa story. My cons. Not that great writing. None of the characters were good. I've seen 5 better Killer Santa stories. I'm giving Tales from the Crypt all through the house. I'm gonna give it 3 fat redneck Santas out of 10.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
It's Tasia. It's Tasia.
That's me!
The Tasia Review Show. Starring Sean Dills.
This is my review of Tales from the Crypt all through the night. And I thought this was a very good episode. I thought the suspense was great, the murder, the performances, everything that you'd want in an episode. It was really good. My eyes were on that screen the whole time it was on. So I'd give this a solid 8.
Dwayne, you ready for some horror talk?
Talking about horrors?
Horror talk.
Horror, okay.
You perv. Guys, we're doing our 5 favorite zombie films.
Okay.
Dwayne, you like zombie movies?
I do.
I do too. It's like slashers and zombies. Probably my favorite 2 horror film genres. I'm a huge Romero fan, so expect to see his name pop up on this list.
Okay.
You want to start it off?
So you want me to start with my 5th favorite?
Yeah.
Alright. Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, that's a good one.
I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead. I like the comedy part of it. I know it gets a little serious at the end when some of the main characters get killed and everything.
Yeah.
But for most of that movie, it's a comedy. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I enjoyed the parts where they're acting like they're zombies walking around, walking slow and stuff. Then the one guy starts answering his phone like, oh, let's not worry about the zombie apocalypse. Let me answer my phone, my drug dealer and stuff. You know?
Hello, mate.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead a lot. I'm sure you have it on your list. So.
Oh, it might be on there.
Yeah. So what would be number 5?
Okay, so I remember when this movie came out, I was so pumped. I started saving up money to go see it. This is back when I was in high school. I started saving up money so me and my dad can go. And when the movie came out, I had enough money. And me and my dad went to go see it, and I loved it. It's a movie called Zombieland. Boy howdy, I was so pumped for this movie. And everybody was talking about how great this movie was. And then all of a sudden, everybody started hating on it. And I think the reason that everybody was hating on it is because everybody watched it so much when it came out. And everybody kind of like, oh, this sucks. Like, it don't suck. You just fucking watched it 100 times and you're bored of it. I still love this movie. The movie's great. Woody Harrelson was awesome as Tallahassee. Such a fun fucking flick. They made a part 2. Wasn't nearly as good, but it's still okay. It's kind of like a Zombieland DLC pack. But Zombieland's my number 5.
Okay. My number 4 is a movie reviewed called Zombie 2. Zombie 2.
Zombie the Flesh Eater. Yeah. And Zombie Flesh Eaters on Letterboxd.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I enjoyed it. I remember I told you I'd seen like half of it, like the second half of it, one night on like cable. I was like, oh, that's that movie that I keep hearing about. And then when you talked to us about reviewing it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to watch the whole thing now. And I watched the whole thing. And I knew about the shark and the zombie fight. I knew about the conquistador zombie. I've seen that picture a bunch of times. But I remember when I watched it one night, the wife getting killed was one of the first things I've seen.
Yeah.
That's still a great kill. And so there's other movies I like. but this one I think is, after I watched it all the way through finally for the first time, I thought it was awesome, and I put it on my list.
All right. My number 4. So, big Romero fan. And the very first one I saw, now granted, I was born in 94. So, like, you know, this movie came out about 2004, 2005, whatever. Probably around that time, I was 10. I saw this film, and this is really what got my zombie love right here, this movie. This is what kicked it off for me. This was my first Romero film, and this is what started off for me. It's a movie called Land of the Dead. I love Land of the Dead. I know some people don't like it. I absolutely love it. It is a blast. I think it was in my top 25 horror films even, I think. Dwayne, you like Land of the Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But I will talk about that one day. That's my number 4.
Okay. My number 3 is we reviewed Train to Busan.
Oh.
So I heard about Train to Busan. I just hadn't watched it, and then when you said we're going to review it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. That gave me a chance to watch it. And I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. And having spent 26 months in Korea,
yeah,
I knew some of the things that they were talking about, the places and stuff like Busan and everything. But then when I watched it, I enjoyed it a lot, and I think the end is really good, and it's it moved up into my list.
I think we both gave it like a 9, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah. My number 3. Another George A. Romero classic. This time we're going to the 80s with Day of the Dead. This is where they're trapped, kind of like in a military underground bunker, and none of them are getting along. And there's also zombies. They're also trying to teach zombies how to be normal again. Very bloody, gruesome film. I absolutely love this one. Dwayne?
Alright, number 2 for me. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Is Red Snow 1 and 2.
I haven't watched it.
So what it is Red Snow 1 is these Swedish people are going like to a cabin for the weekend. And as they're going, they see like, they start digging up a little bit. They find this like chest that's got like treasure in it. Like, oh heck, we just we guys got a lot of money. Well, that was treasures that the Nazis stole from the people that lived there before, and there was a Nazi platoon that was stationed around there and everything. And when they steal that treasure, kind of like Leprechaun, made the Nazi zombies come back. And Nazi zombies is a big thing in video games and everything. So that's what started it. It was Red Snow 1 and 2.
I've never seen. Like, I always see Red Snow 2 on DVD and digital. I can never find Red Snow 1.
So, I got number 1 like on a pack of 4 zombie movies, and 2 I saw on DVD a long time ago. 1 starts out, it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of people getting tore apart and everything, but then it kind of swerves into comedy towards the end. The second one is almost straight up comedy. And that one, there's a zombie response team from America, which is like this guy and 2 girls, if I remember right. Like teenage, like people that live in the basement. Like, oh, we're the United States Zombie Response Team. And it's like 3 nobodies. And they go help the guy that was in Switzerland and stuff, or Norway, wherever it was. I think it was Norway, actually. And it's funny, because then not only you have the Nazi zombies, they revived some Russian zombies to fight the German zombies. So you got zombies fighting zombies.
That's crazy.
It's so funny.
Boy, we're going to have to review this one.
You got it where like they're getting blown up and stuff. So like the zombie doctors like taking other people's arms and attaching the zombies and like tapping them, saying go back out there and stuff. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
My number 2. Dwayne, you already picked this one? Mm-hmm. Shaun of the Dead. Of course I had to pick this one. This one's amazing. I've talked about it before on my top 25 horror films. This one, to me, is just gold. Dwayne, your number 1.
My number 1 is going to be the Dawn of the Dead remake. I have Night of the Living Dead as honorable mention. It's the classic. I've seen a lot of the 80s ones from Romero and everything. It's just for some reason that remake to me is really good. The effects, the zombies, everything going on, running the dog to the guy in the gun shop and everything, and then you have some of the people that are there that are jerks and some of them are being good, and I just enjoyed that movie so much. That's like my favorite one.
Okay. My number one is a movie called Black Sheep. I'm fucking with you. I didn't pick Black Sheep. I picked Dawn of the Dead, the original. OG, the crispy bacon of George A. Romero. I love the OG. I love it so much. It is a great film. The Dawn of the Dead original, or the Dawn of the Dead remake, which Dwayne picked, is awesome. But I think the end credit scenes kind of killed it a little bit, brought it down a lot for me. Zack Snyder directed it, right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
It's probably where it went wrong for me. I don't think he's a good director. But I did really dig the original. I love it. It's kind of hard to find. I do have it on DVD. I don't think you get it digitally because of some like weird copyright thing. Like whoever owns the rights to it being kind of a little stingy bastard with it. Anyway, I love the original. I've seen it a bunch. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. I think it's a great film. Well, that's our top 5 zombie films. We also have our top 5 shark films on here. We also have the top 5 alien films. And if you just want to know what we really, really like, we have a top 25 of our favorite horror films ever. So check those out now. Alright guys, it's time for Horror Collectibles. Again, you knew we were going to do another Toonie Tears. We just can't help ourselves at this point. We're sluts for it. This time was one I picked out. We had the Bride of Frankenstein at work, and I texted him and he's like, "We got her?" ? And he goes, "I don't know." So we picked them all up, picked everything up they had, and I just absolutely love this one. I don't think the others have another head, do they? Or at least,
I don't think so.
So they're really cool. She's got 2 different heads. You can choose on which head you want on her. And I think this one's awesome. I just love this one. I just love the way she looks. She looks awesome. Dwayne, what did you think?
Oh, yeah. Some of the others have accessories, but I don't think one has a different head you can put on.
Yeah, this is really unique to the Toonie Tears. We're going to have to do an episode when we get the whole collection to show them all off at once. Mm-hmm. But there's another addition to our Toonie Tear collection. We're kind of making a big dent in this collection here, ain't we?
I think we got about half of them, or at least maybe 2/3 of them.
Yeah. Alright, well check us out in the next one, see what we got next.
It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings.
What we got next, Dwayne?
Alright, so next we have our 1971 Vincent Price starring in the Abominable Dr. Phibes.
What lovely music for a murder, or 2, or 3, or 9.
Who's this?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet a dear friend.
9 killed you. 9 shall die.
Your wife, no, Phibes. But you I will kill.
But you can't, Doctor. I am already dead.
Here, how are we going to get him off this? You take his head, and I'll take his feet. Let's unscrew him.
Dr. Phibes, who samples the finer things of life. his own inimitable way, and experiments with fascinating instruments of death.
The what, sir? The guitar. The 10 curses visited upon the pharaohs before Exodus. 9 shall die, 9 eternities in doom. The curse of boils, of bats.
Frogs?
Frogs, yes. And the curse of blood. Curse of hail in the bloody middle of nowhere.
Are you ready for Dr. Phibes?
So this movie is one of the ones that I really enjoy. When I was a kid, on Friday nights they would show like horror movies, like either start like at midnight or 1, and it's late for a kid. But my dad would he'd come wake me up sometimes and say, hey, the horror movies are coming on, and I'd get up. And after my mom, she wouldn't, let me do that. So after she went to bed, my dad would wake me up. We'd watch them.
Oh yeah.
I watched The Raven with Vincent Price. We'd see like some of the really cheap 50s and 60s sci-fi ones, stuff like that. But every once in a while there'd be Vincent Price ones. So like if The Raven was on, which is like one of my favorites, I'd watch that. If The Terror with Jack Nicholson was on, we'd watch that one. But Abominable Dr. Phibes is one that I stayed up with my dad and watched one night, and I really enjoyed all the different ways that the killings happened. And I liked the reveal at the end, and I just thought it was a little different, because a lot of the movies back then you had the heroes win in the end, and this isn't the heroes win or the villain wins, he just kind of escapes at the end. So I like that. So
yeah, he basically won. I'm a whole
yeah, he won.
He fucked everybody up in this movie. Boy, how his first. Now, Dwayne, this is my first like really Vincent Price film. Now, I've seen Edward Scissorhands, but it's not really a Vincent Price film.
Yeah, he's in like 5 minutes.
He's in it, and this is my really first time really diving into his movies. I hope are the rest up to this standard.
There's quite a few.
Okay.
There's a couple that are some of the Poe ones, which were the Richardson, or some of the Poe ones they made from MGM are more based off of like the stories where they're kind of just like creepy stories, like The Fall of the House of Usher, Pit and Pendulum. There's not a whole lot of violence or blood and killing in them. They're more like atmospheric.
Yeah.
But this was like one of the ones there's a lot of killings in. The sequel, Dr. Phibes Rises Again, has a lot of killings. Theater of Blood is a really good one. That's one where he loses out as being like the best actor of the season in Shakespeare movies.
Yeah.
So he starts killing people like they die in Shakespeare stories and stuff, and I like that one a lot too.
This one he kind of does like what, the Jewish plague?
Yeah, the Bible, the plagues of the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much what happens is his wife gets into a car wreck, I believe it was.
Some kind of accident.
Yeah.
I know he got in a car wreck.
Yeah, it was an accident, and she was dying, and there were like 9 doctors and a nurse, because he said 10, were trying to save her, and they couldn't. And he got in a car wreck trying to get back to her, and he got hurt in a car wreck. So what happens is years later he decides to take revenge on the people that couldn't save his wife's life.
Yeah.
So and he uses the plagues of the Bible as ways to kill him. And like, one of them was the infestation with the rats.
Yeah.
And he lets rats into a guy's plane as the guy's flying, and he crashes. One of the ones I liked is the Beast. And he takes that unicorn statue and he has it like across the street on a sling. How's he gonna kill somebody with a beast? And the guy opens the door and the unicorn statue just flies across the street and kills the guy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And like one of the little visuals on that is when they're trying to get him out of the door.
Oh,
The
it's
unicorn.
body
They're having
spinning.
to spin the unicorn's horn to get it out, and the body spinning and everything. So,
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I like the rat one because one, I'm scared of heights. Two, I'm scared of rats. So I would be like fucked in this situation. The only one I didn't care for was the bats one because bats aren't really like aggressive.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the rest of them were really cool. My favorite was the one where he covered this woman with like some kind of like green shit.
Was it avocado juice or something like
Maybe.
that? Yeah.
He put those like cicadas or locusts in their room, and when they checked on her, she was like all her skin was gone on her face. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the ones they focus on in the movie. They spend a lot of time setting up for it and then doing it. That was like one of their major kills in that one. You know, some of the others are just a little bit like he drains blood from one guy and some others.
The other cool one though, there's like two good. The two best was the locust or whatever, and the second one was the frog man. When he had this guy have like a frog, like they're at some kind of like what was this called a costume party.
Yeah, costume masquerade ball. Something
Yeah,
like that.
and Dr. Phibes gave this dude like this frog helmet or frog mask, and it slowly just started crushing his head, and like I thought that was really fucking cool, and it kind of reminded me of like Halloween 3, but not stupid. It was actually really cool. Another, I really last talking to Dwayne about this earlier. How I like just like some 70s movies, like the way it looks. Like when you're at like Dr. Phibes' house or wherever he lives at, it kind of reminded me of like Rocky Horror Picture Show with like the colors they have. It's so I don't know. It just reminded me of Rocky Horror a little bit, just the way the colors set, and he has this like robot band. I think is that what that was? He'll wind it up, and they look very human-like. I'm sure they're human actors, but like they look really freaky looking. And he's got this organ. I just like just the visuals and scenery and the color poppage was really awesome. I love 70s movies, especially. I notice it in. I don't know why. If it's like the film, the grade of the film makes it pop out more. What do you think?
It does. It's really I guess the colors they use on a lot of the stuff like are more vibrant and things like with the grade of the film and everything. They just pop out a little better.
I wish movies today would do stuff like that because I was man, this really kind of reminds me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the way that looked. And I watched the movie the other day, Curse of Frankenstein. It had that too a little bit, and then they also had like this cool like bath thing that the Frankenstein monster was in. I was like, that looks just like the thing in Rocky Horror Picture Show. But we're not reviewing Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're reviewing the Abominable Dr. Phibes. He had a hot ass mute assistant.
Malavia?
Yeah. She wasn't bright, but she was cool. I guess she didn't talk. I thought it was kind of dumb. Yeah. Like the very end of the movie, like there's this giant syringe thing that's acid's about to leak down in 6 minutes, and at the last minute she runs in there to go fight the cops, and she stands right under where the acid thing is, and it just like melts on her. I was like, you knew that was there. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's one of the little jokes in there, the running joke in the story is like, oh, she was a real pretty lady to come in, but she didn't say a whole lot. And like a bunch of them say that in the movie, so.
Another thing, this isn't really like a nitpick or a complaint, but the main cops trying to figure this movie out were so kind of dumb. It almost reminded me of the cops in Halloween 5 when they had that wacky, like, goofy music come on when they every time they're in the scene. What did you think of the cops?
They were good. He had trout, and one guy was calling him pike and calling him every kind of fish name, but his real name was trout. They were good. They were trying to discover everything, and then they find out Phibes is always like 3-4 steps ahead of them and stuff. So they were just people you could watch on screen to try to figure out stuff, and it was showing how smart Phibes is by how dumb they were looking at everything.
Oh yeah, Phibes was really smart, and oh man, speaking of Phibes, Like, so he got in a wreck trying to get to his wife when she had the accident. He nearly died, and like he had to like basically he has to put on makeup like every day to reconstruct his face. But like, of course, it's not real, so his mouth doesn't move, and so you can see his throat moving. And he pre-recorded his dialogue for the film ahead of time, and then but when he's doing the scene, he's already done his lines. He's just moving his throat around to like kind of like not as if he was saying the lines, but without speaking it. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And the way it sounds, it almost was. This came out before, so it wasn't like an homage, but like it reminded me of the Batman the Anime Series episode Heart of Ice, when Mr. Freeze is talking about how much he loves Nora and how he'll do anything for her, and just also it reminded me of that too because of the way they spoke. Dr. Phibes kind of had a slow, robotic kind of like speech pattern, and so does Mr. Freeze. And they also love their wives more than anything and will hurt and kill anyone for them. So it did give me the Mr. Freeze kind of style vibe, even though I think Mr. Freeze was around when this movie came out, but he really didn't have that backstory until probably 20 years after this film came out. Also, speaking of, he did remind me of a 1966 Batman villain. Yes, he was Egghead, but like just the theme of his killings and like the pageantry of his kills. It's like, this kind of sounds like he should be a Batman villain. That'd be a really cool thing. What'd you think about that, Dwayne?
Oh, I don't know about that. I did enjoy the movie. I know that the lady who plays Dr. Phibes' wife is Caroline Munro, who's in a lot of old British horror Hammer movies and stuff, and she was in like a couple of Sinbad movies and things like that. And then, of course, Vincent Price, and I think it's Joseph Cotton is in here also, and he's the guy who played Count Yorga Vampire, and he was in some other movies. He's also another famous British actor.
Okay. I think most of the cast was British, were they not?
Yeah.
So you've seen this, you've probably seen this like 20, 30 years ago, right?
I've seen it a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool, man. I definitely enjoyed it, man. It was really cool. The opening scene, I did like that too, where he's playing on the organ. He's got this cool robot band playing with him. Yeah, we had a good time watching it. And do you have any final thoughts and score for this?
No score. I'm gonna keep it even. A good old 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. All right. Well, here are my pros and cons for Dr. Phibes. My pros. Some really unique and cool kills in this film. Vincent Price was awesome with his cool robotic and like sociopathic portrayal of Dr. Phibes. Love the visuals and the scenery in this film. It was goofy and funny at times, so it kind of like, balanced out with the horror of the film. My cons! Wasn't a big fan of the first kill of the film, which was the bat kill. Some of the characters were just a little too goofy and made some dumb mistakes. Alright guys, I'm going to give the Abominable. Did I say it right? Abominable. I'm giving the Abominable Dr. Phibes 8 flesh-eating locusts, right? They're locusts? Mm-hmm. Out of 10.
It's Tasia, Tasia, Tasia. It's Tasia.
That's me!
The Tasia Review Show, starring Sean Dills.
This is my review of The Abominable Dr. Phibes, and I really enjoyed this movie. The kills that were in this film were very disturbing, but also very interesting to see. Each death was different, and I really enjoy watching this film a lot. I could definitely see myself watching it again.
Dwayne, you ready?
Sure.
What time is it?
It's a trick or treat time?
It's trick or treat time, Dwayne. Oh boy. And this isn't just trick or treat. This episode, this is trick or treat the fucking movie. Because I got 50 fucking things for us to try today. It's like when we went to Mexico, or when we had all those different Mexican candies.
Oh, okay. I thought when we went to Mexico.
No, when I brought all those Mexican candies out, and only like 1% was edible.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Scott and Tina, who we used to work with.
Yep.
They brought us some gifts, and we're going to try out a lot of those gifts. But luckily for you, we're going to start off with something your boy got us. So remember a few episodes back, this is 3 or 4 episodes back, I got us like 6 different kinds of cotton candy to try.
Yeah.
I got us 2 more.
Okay.
Alright, I figured we start off with something edible. That way we can work our stuff way to the bad stuff. Alright, first up, their first version of cotton candy, we've got A&W root beer. I picked this bad boy up at Cracker Barrel. Dig it.
Actually, it's pretty good.
It's not just me. Okay.
You got it?
I got her open.
A few hours later.
Why don't you peek off a piece? Hold on. Okay, this I thought it said February 2025. I was like, wait, it's 2026. This goes bad. Is it hard like a brick or something?
Now you try to pull it, it all comes apart.
You gonna get some in there? Alright, now Tasia is me and her. She's the one who likes root beer, so.
Oh, I like root beer.
That's really good.
Damn, it tastes just like it, don't it?
Right.
That is as advertised. That tastes like root beer.
I don't really like root beer, but it's actually good.
I like that.
I'm gonna let Tasia finish off. Do you want more?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We got a lot of things to try.
We got a lot.
That actually is good.
I'll probably let Tasia have the rest of it. One more flavor. This time we've got cotton candy Dr. Pepper.
That's good too.
Also picked up at Cracker Barrel.
There we go.
Dude, we've been going to Cracker Barrel, not on purpose. Well, the first time Tasia wanted to go, I really not a big Cracker Barrel fan. But we also went because they have cool Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
So that's one reason I was like, okay, we'll go. And then right after, like a couple weeks later, I took my mom out for her birthday at Cracker Barrel. And funny thing enough, we went in August. They had great Halloween decorations. We go back the end of August, and almost all of it's gone, and they're almost all Christmas now. I was like, could you not wait to fucking October, like, or the end of October to stop this? Like, you had to. Damn. Okay, so here's the Dr. Pepper cotton candy. That's a strong smell. Dwayne, I'll let you. That's an unnerving smell in that bag.
Yeah, that tore out a little more.
Okay. I don't know if that smells like Dr. Pepper. It
smells like Dr. Pepper.
It smells like medical shit. Okay, let's. I don't like it. I do not like this.
It's not bad.
I don't get a Dr. Pepper taste really.
No.
You know what? After you eat a little bit and it sits there for a second, then you get a little bit of a taste.
A little, maybe.
Yeah, not a lot though. I think that root beer one had a better taste.
It was
tasted more like
spot
root beer, yeah.
on. That root beer was spot on. Dr. Pepper, I don't think I like it that much. I'm going to giving the A&W a treat, giving Dr. Pepper a trick. For the Dr. Pepper, Giving A&W?
Yeah, I agree with you. I just think it's
Okay.
a trick here.
Hazel, what do you think?
Dr. Pepper trick. A&W treat.
Well, that was the good stuff. You ready for? You ready to get what Scott and Tina got us? So Scott and Tina, well, mostly Tina, has been giving Tazia random, weird, kooky food.
Timu.
From Timu. We'll save that one for the end. Okay, this one's actually might be decent. This is Tazia. What was this again?
Bamboo.
With like a pepper in it?
Yeah, there's a pepper in it.
It's bamboo with a pepper in it.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, you need like a knife. Really? Oh damn. Damn, you could smell the pepper the second you open it.
I don't know.
You never. Oh Jesus! What the fuck? But this shirt. This guy just got this shirt. $40. Svengoolie shirt. God damn.
You better throw that away and go wash your shirt.
Let's get some of that.
No, I don't want to get it.
I just opened this for what? Oh. Ready?
No.
Dwayne? I actually like it.
You like it?
I don't like it just fucking like bukkake me. But it tastes just like a jalapeno. Like a crunchy jalapeno or something. Do you like it? No. Oh, I forget he's a.
No, I don't like jalapenos.
I don't like that at all.
I'm the only one who liked it?
Yep.
So you guys are giving it a trick. Okay. Dwayne, what's fig silk?
I have no idea. I'm gonna try it.
We're gonna try. This
Like the fig. What's it called? Fig silk?
big silk.
Figs are like a fruit, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess they are. Okay. I thought this was like intestines or something. Shows what little I know. It even has a picture of a fruit in the bottom. I don't know why I didn't figure that out. It looks like fucking
Is it like gummy looking worm?
no worse. Dried. Look at this. Looks like fucking cornflakes or some shit. It gets you some, Daisy.
Okay, I'll get more. Okay.
Okay, everybody. No. 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 No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Dwayne? It gets worse. It fucking gets worse. Oh my god.
Dwayne, speechless.
Trick. This is the trick squared.
I don't know what that flavor is, but it was not good.
As a professional ass eater, this is awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, that was Christ on a stick.
Get ready for this one, Dwayne.
Wait.
What the hell is that?
This is an egg.
Now, what kind of egg? I don't know. I don't know.
The back knows, but it's in a different language.
It's gonna be a surprise.
So, Scott and Tina, say hi.
Oh, thank you for all this. I like Scott and Tina. They're always nice to me.
This is chocolate?
No. She said it's not chocolate.
The fact that it's not fucking chocolate scares the shit out of me right now. Why don't you...
I'll sniff it. You're gonna eat it. I'm gonna sniff it.
Dwayne, we are meta reviewing.
Go ahead. You get a meta review. It's done. I'm done reviewing it.
Tasia, would you like?
I ain't sure.
It's not chocolate. You gotta be fucking
it's not chocolate.
Look at this. This is chocolate.
It's not.
What is it?
It's not. She told me it's not chocolate. Just, that's all she told me.
I'm gonna need a drink on standby. Can you
can have some of mine.
Please. I gotta have a drink on standby. I'm so fucking scared. It is wet. It looks like chocolate, but it ain't. It's
not
beefy.
chocolate. Yeah.
I am like, I've never been so scared to buy something. Alright, someone give me some words of encouragement.
Do it, bitch.
God damn it. Okay, so have you ever boiled an egg for Easter, cracked the shelling, peeled it off and ate it?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like that. Kind of.
Tastes like a hard-boiled egg.
But why the fuck is it brown?
I don't know.
But why? I don't think I want any more, but like... Okay, it's not awful. Do you like hard-boiled eggs?
I like eggs, yeah. I eat eggs.
Well, there's a difference. Scrambled eggs is fucking different than hard-boiled eggs. It's a big difference.
Isn't how it tastes?
Taste, consistency, texture.
Yeah, I get you.
I would give it a trick because I wouldn't ever eat that probably again.
Yeah. But it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't. I was expecting to throw up. Well, everybody, that has been Trick or Treat for this episode. Thank you to Scott and Tina for all the crazy, weird Japanese, Chinese shit you got us. Thank you to me for getting the cotton candy because that was actually pretty good. Especially and I'm not even a root beer guy, but that root beer cotton candy.
That was really good.
That was great.
It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings.
Dwayne, what is our final film for tonight?
The final film for tonight is the 1988 Naked Gun #1. Not 2, not 3.
Not 4.
#1. Leslie Nielsen, Priscilla Presley, Ricardo Montalban, O.J. Simpson, and George Kennedy.
In this city, there's crime on every street. But one man has seen enough. He's Lieutenant Frank Drebin.
Whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat.
He's a good cop who's having a bad day. His best friend
Everyone should have a friend like you.
is in a coma.
As soon as Nordberg is better, he's welcome back at Police Squad. But I wouldn't wait until the last minute to fill out those organ donor cards.
His girlfriend asked him to look her up.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
And his city is in the hands of a master criminal with a sinister plan.
I must kill the queen.
How can any police story contain this much action? This much romance?
I like cops.
Or this much baseball? Starring Leslie Nielsen, a cop who's always on the alert. Mikhail Gorbachev.
I knew it.
Queen Elizabeth, everyone's favorite queen. Priscilla Presley, a woman who really cooks.
How hot and wet do you like it?
Ricardo Montalban.
Frank.
You're both right.
George Kennedy, the partner with an appetite for danger. O.J. Simpson, as you've never seen him before. And Reggie Jackson in his first dramatic role. In a movie so big, it had to be filmed in color. The Naked Gun, from the files of Police Squad.
Coming this Christmas to a theater near you. See you then.
So, this is another one of those movies I watched as a kid. It came out in '88. In '88. I probably watched on HBO a little bit after that when they come out to HBO. I just know that the people who made this made Airplane, and I thought Airplane was a funny movie. I liked it as a kid, so I said, well, I want to watch Naked Gun. And I thought, Naked Gun, maybe it'd be some naked people in there. As a kid, I was like, oh, naked girls. Awesome.
Almost.
Yeah. But then when I saw it was a cop comedy and the slapstick and everything else and the zaniness, it's just one of my all-time favorites. And when you guys said you hadn't seen this one, I was like, yep. There's other movies I could have picked on all these, but these are three movies that you guys had not seen. So I thought these would be three good movies to introduce you all to. So that was most of my reasons for picking this.
Man, I love Leslie Nielsen, and I've never seen Naked Gun. I've seen Airplane. I've seen Dracula Dead and loving it. I've seen Stan Helsing. I've seen Spy Hard. I don't know if I've seen any of his other films, but so it's really cool. I really love the four. He's also in Scary Movie 3 and Superhero Movie. I've seen those as well. Okay, so anyway, I was really excited when he picked this one. I was like, okay, cool. I know this is going to be fucking awesome because I love the other movies, and I've done a lot of research just because I love this guy and everything he's done so far. So I've done a lot of research on this one, and also some of the research is on this DVD Dwayne had. He has the Police Squad DVD. At first, my dyslexia, when I read it, I was like, oh, cool, Police Academy's on here. But then I pulled out the DVD, I was like, I'm going to look at this Police Academy DVD. It said Police Squad. I was like, man, what the fuck is that? I flipped it around. It turns out there was a TV show for Naked Gun before Naked Gun, and it's the same, he's playing the same character. I was like, whoa, holy shit. Now, you don't have to see Police Squad to see Naked Gun. None of the story carries over. He's just a cop doing goofy shit. Same thing for the show. He did have a different partner in the show.
Okay.
And it was like a different guest villain each week, kind of like Columbo. And they only made 6 episodes for Police Squad, but it was pretty funny. If you like Naked Gun, you're gonna like Police Squad. It's the same thing, just smaller budget. And another thing I found while researching this movie and Leslie Nielsen himself, I found out he did this show in 2000 that I've become obsessed with. I can't find it, but I'm obsessed with finding it. It's called well, god damn it. Anyway, the show, I don't remember it's a goofy title, but basically Leslie Nielsen is playing himself, and he's a college professor, and he is teaching you, he's teaching how to be one of the Three Stooges and doing goofy stuff. And it's kind of like Svengoolie or Joe Bob Briggs, except instead of doing a horror host, he's hosting Three Stooges. And he's also talking about the pranks and then how to be kind of like a screwball like they are. So that's really cool. It's like, holy shit, I want to see this so fucking bad. Have you heard of that show, Dwayne?
No, I don't believe so.
It came on AMC. And if anybody knows how to find it or find full episodes, I really want to watch it. And yeah. Well, let's get to the movie itself. Just me rambling about Leslie Nielsen himself. But I did a whole deep dive on him when we were preparing for the show. So the movie is pretty much, if you've seen one of his spoof movies, it's just like the others. It's really hilarious. Dwayne, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it was the first one of these. Besides Airplane, it was like one of the first spoof movies like this. What made it so intriguing on a lot of these was, even though he was in Airplane beforehand, Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor. Ricardo Montalban is a serious actor. George Kennedy was a serious actor. All these people are serious actors, and then all of a sudden now they're in this slapstick comedy, and it's just hilarious and everything.
Yeah, he delivers deadpan very well. My favorite joke in the whole movie was he goes to this place and he's he gets ambushed by this guy with a gun, and the guy goes, "Hey, so and so wants to leave you a message." And he starts shooting at him, and Leslie Nielsen's like, "Hey, stop shooting! I can't hear you when you're shooting at me." I was fucking crying. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious. Also, one of the very, very first scenes of the movie, me and Dwayne and Tasia watched all this together. One of the very first scenes, O.J. Simpson, the killer, is in this film before he became the killer. And he's sneaking around, like going undercover, or he's sneaking around trying to get on the boat. And I was like, there's O.J. Simpson, always sneaking around. He killed. Oh god. Anyway, we'll move on. He's dead, so we can't. I read O.J. Simpson's book. If I Did It. Have you read that book?
No.
He fucking did it.
I enjoyed his performance in this movie.
Yes.
His first scene, like after he gets onto the boat, the guys go to shoot him, and they shoot him like 6, 7, 8, 10 times. He gets shot all these times, but then he just bumps his head. He's like, oh, like he ignores the gunshots and bumps his head. Then he goes and puts his hand down on the stove and he burns his hand. He's like, oh god. And he leans and there's like a wet paint sign. He's like, oh no, wet paint.
Yeah.
And he falls forward into like a birthday cake or wedding cake and then a bear trap. I mean, it's just stupid. Why is there a bear trap? Why is there a cake? Wet paint, all this stuff. But he runs into everything, and it's just hilarious that he got shot, and none of that stuff bothers him. It's all these little things that happen that are giving him the pain and everything. So
they say Die Hard is a man's movie. This is a man's movie. This, why I say that, like, not all women, but most women are like, this is stupid. But this is for men. This movie was written by men, for men. This is just, we like dumb shit. This is what makes us laugh. Just like goofy, like fucking motherfucker wrecked every time. Every time he pulled up in the goddamn car, someone got hurt. I was like, he drives better in the Mr. Magoo fucking movie than he did in this movie. Like fucking, this motherfucker was a menace, and he. At one point, he fucking, like, I guess he kind of got fired. I was like, about time. He's horrible. I don't know. This movie is a fucking blast.
So
yeah.
So in the past, we talked about it on Monster Dome. We talked about Leslie Nielsen. We talked about. I said one of my favorite things ever is in this movie where he's chasing the guy they thought was going to be a killer was a doctor.
Yeah.
And they go and they keep crashing into things. Everything they crash into gets bigger and bigger, and it makes it worse and worse. And finally, the guy's on a missile riding into the fireworks factory, and all the fireworks are going off. And you know how the cops are like, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Stay calm. go away, nothing to see here. So he's sitting there saying, everything's calm, go away, nothing to see here. And behind him, fireworks are blowing up and all these things that you actually sit and watch. It's not like it's like a house fire. Somebody doesn't sit there and watch a house fire. That's what people do. These are fireworks. It's what you're supposed to be watching. He's like, oh, nothing to see here, move along, nothing to see.
Yes, there's a lot of jokes I've seen on here that people have like basically just reused in other movies. I was like, this movie was a blast, man. It's basically a simple story. Like, there's a bad guy. He's chasing the whole movie. He's kind of like a regular cop story. Just everything in between is just goofy slapstick fun. It's Naked Gun. There's not a whole lot of nudity in the movie. There's like one scene where like he's driving a cop car and he's going through the girl shower. You might see a butt cheek or two, but besides that, ain't a whole lot of nakedness in it. Well, Dwayne, I'm glad you picked these three. These are three good movies you picked here.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me continue with Naked Gun then.
Yeah.
All right. So some of the other things I really like about this movie is at the end, they can make anybody like an assassin. So they pick a guy who's like the right field for the Angels at the time, and that was Reggie Jackson. And people that know baseball know Reggie Jackson's called Mr. October because he hit 3 home runs in the same game in the World Series for the New York Yankees. So he's a really famous baseball player from the late 70s, early 80s, and that's why they had him in here, because he was really famous at the time. One of the scenes is kind of like a homage to the Dirty Harry movie from Clint Eastwood. In Clint Eastwood, there was an issue where the mayor, who's John Vernon, you know your buddy John Vernon there from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah.
He's the mayor of San Francisco, and he says, "Now, Callahan, we're not going to have any issues like we had last time at this place." And he says, "Well, I see a guy attempting rape, I shoot him." He said, "How do you know he's attempting rape?" And he explains why. So in this one, they go, Drebin, we're not going to have any trouble like we had last time. He said, "Well, I see 5 guys in togas stabbing a guy, I shoot them." And the mayor is like, "Well, that was a Shakespeare in the Park thing of Julius Caesar. You killed 5 actors, dumbass."
Yes. That was pretty funny. John Vernon was also in Batman the Animated Series. Okay, let's get back to Naked Gun. Dwayne, are 2 and 3 as good, or are they on par? They're not?
No, the first one. I think they used the best jokes in the first one.
Yeah.
The second one's got some good stuff. The third one has got some sight gags I really liked. I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
But this first one just blows them all out the water.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to do more fun movies like this in the future. All right. This one killed it for me. Final thoughts on Grey, Dwayne.
Final thoughts is hilarious slapstick movie. A lot of deadpan humor. The little scene where they're telling him to look in the microscope, and he says, "I can't see anything." They're like, "Use your open eye."
Yeah.
It's just why would you look at the microscope with your eyes shut? It's just funny, and I really enjoyed it. I remember watching it as a kid, enjoying it. I watch it every once in a while as an adult. I think it was on HBO the other day or something like that, because the new version of it with Liam Neeson is out.
Yeah.
So I just love this movie, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm going to give it a really solid 8.
Ooh.
It's one of my favorite comedies, so I'm going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10.
All right. Here are my pros and cons for The Naked Gun. Goofy, slappy, man fun. Crying laughter. My cons! I kind of got a little bored at the end once they got to the baseball game. Alright, Dwayne. I'm giving The Naked Gun. Isn't there like a side title, The Naked Gun?
I think just the first one. From the Files of Police Squad.
From the Files of Police Squad. I'm giving The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad 8 sneaky O.J. Simpsons out of 10. It's Tasia. It's Tazia.
That's me.
The Tazia Review Show, starring Sean Dills.
The Naked Gun. I did like this movie. This is my first time ever watching any of the Naked Gun movies. I don't think I've ever heard of them until later this year. So, yeah, I thought it was a decent film. I definitely would like to watch the new Naked Gun that just came out one day, and see what that one's about.
Alright, Dwayne. So, you and Tazia actually tied.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, you guys got your own special to prove how good you guys are picking at movies. Turns out you're both pretty damn good at it. Both of you guys got triple 8s. I was like, damn.
Maybe I'll pick some other movies.
Well, we'll see. There's some more Frankie Freako fun in the future. Anyway.
Decoder.
Okay, Decoder's my bad. I admit my mistake on Decoder. You know what? Speaking of Decoder, I was on Letterboxd the other day. People liked it. Like, it got good reviews. I'm like, what did I miss?
The same thing I missed, I guess. I did not like it.
If you liked the movie Decoder, if you've seen it, if you like it, tell us in the comments, what the hell did we miss? Anyway, out of tonight's movies, let's talk about which one was our favorite.
So, like, really quick, like I was saying, I picked these because they're not my favorite movies, but they're some of my favorites in the genres and stuff. Mm-hmm. The Fog, because we've already talked about Halloween the Thing, so it's like my favorite horror from him. We talked about Vincent Price, Dr. Phibes. It's my favorite Vincent Price movie. There's other horror movies that are better, but I enjoy that one a lot.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Naked Gun. I think there's other movies that are comedies I like just as much, but that was one that you guys hadn't seen, so I thought we'd watch it. Just because I have such a good time and I feel better after I watch Naked Gun, because I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. I like the Naked Gun. I really do. The Fog is just a great story, and Dr. Phibes is just a great movie. So I gave them all 8s. So I'm really not. I don't know if I could pick it one out of them that I like more than the others. It's difficult.
I can. Don't worry about me.
Probably Naked Gun.
Don't worry about
Weird Al in it too, didn't it?
It did have Weird Al. We didn't talk about that in the review, but like everybody, I don't know if you know me, but I love Weird Al. Like, he is my guy. I've seen him in concert. I love Weird Al. Anyway. Should have gave it a 9 for that alone. Okay, so for me, my favorite, and when I go, I all these I saw in the last 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna pick which one do I see me watching again? Like more, I'll probably watch them all again. But like, which one do I see me watching more frequently? Which one do I enjoy the most? I like The Fog. I can see me watching The Fog more frequently than I could see me watching The Naked Gun and Dr. Phibes. And the second place probably go Naked Gun. Mm-hmm. And even though they're all good, but that's probably like, I kind of like rate them on how likely am I like to watch one over the others.
Yeah.
The Fog, I could see me wanting to watch that around September, October, just because of the atmosphere of the film.
That's a good thing, because like I said, I've seen all 3 of these multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got a lot of them memorized, like the Naked Gun. Good God, I know almost all the sight gags and all the jokes in it. I've seen it so many times. So I may not want to watch it as much as I want to watch The Fog or Dr. Phibes again, but I've seen the others a lot too, so I know a lot about them. I mean, nothing's going to pop up at me if I see them again. If I hadn't watched them so much, I might want to watch them more. But I liked all 3 of them. Naked Gun just makes me laugh so much. And I said the other 2 are 2 of my favorites. One by my favorite director, one by my favorite actor.
All right, Dwayne, it's time for Kill of the Night.
I'm gonna lure you into the dark. My cold desire to hear the boom, boom, boom of your heart. The danger is I'm dangerous. You're my kill of the night.
All right, Dwayne, we have 3 films.
Well, I don't know. We can't cut this out.
Yeah,
can we?
There's that bad guy.
That one at the end.
Yeah.
Which I love that joke too. My father died the same way.
He fell all the way down like a giant baseball stadium. Then he got ran over by like 2 or 3 cars and like a steamroller, and he's flat like a pancake. And that one guy goes, "Just like my father died."
Just like my father died.
That's a good kill.
That's a good one.
The fog, I kind of think we can rule out.
There's a bunch of kills in the fog, but they're not all shown on camera.
Yeah,
and a lot of them are just people getting drug away, and you see like hooks or knives, but you don't actually see a whole lot of kills.
Yeah. Let's take the fog out of the equation. And there's 2 kills in Dr. Phibes I think are contenders. You have the airplane scene, and you have the locust scene. Now, so I think those 3 kills are, I think, the 3 we need to talk about and what we think's the best kill.
I like the locust scene out of Dr. Phibes more like the airplane scene.
I agree. Even though I'm scared of rats and heights, I love the locust, and that was great.
I think the comedy in Dr. Phibes, where the guy gets killed being impaled by the unicorn,
yeah.
It's not that that's a good kill. It's just the comedy part where they're trying to get him out of the get the unicorn statue out of the door, and they're spinning the body with it. But that's not a kill.
Yeah.
So still, the locust or the guy getting. I'm already giving it away now. Who I'm thinking is going to win. The guy falling off the stadium, getting run over by a car, run over by a steamroller, run over by a marching band. So
you're going with Naked Gun?
I think we're going with Naked Gun. Even though it's a comedy, it's got one of the funniest kills.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Dr. Phibes kill, the locust kill, which means, Tasia, you get to choose. You're the tiebreaker. Which movie got kill of the night?
Definitely Dr. Phibes.
Oh, you like the locust?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite kill in that movie.
That was sick. I thought she'd be like infested and like her face be swollen. I didn't expect her skin to be gone.
Yeah.
That was like crazy. That was awesome. So that is our kill of the night. Dwayne, I had a blast on your episode.
Oh.
You had some great picks. But on the next episode, your boy's back in charge. Now we got 2 episodes left for season 2. We have the next one, which is the last normal episode, and then we're going to have the season finale, which is the next Monster Dome Awards show. Where we get to pick our best of the best of season 2.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, we've done one before where we showed the entirety of the film Nosferatu, and on the season finale we're going to show the entirety of a different film. And it's going to be a blast, so gotta stay tuned. Also, after the credits, I'm going to show you what movies we're going to watch for the next episode, which I'm really stoked about. So, guys, if you want, follow us right here. We have our YouTube channel, Cool Kids with Asthma, or the Monster Dome.
Okay, so the Monster Dome.
Yeah.
It's our show, right? Your show.
Yeah, our show.
I help with it.
Yeah.
A little bit. Sean, I was surprised when our theme song was Motherload by Mastodon. And I've always liked the band Mastodon. I've seen them live.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about it, but their guitarist, their ex-guitarist, Brent, was killed in a motorcycle accident.
Holy shit.
About 2 weeks ago, or maybe beginning of the month, something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah.
He was on his motorcycle in Atlanta. They're from Atlanta. And he was making a turn, and I think a car just didn't stop and hit him and killed him.
Oh, no.
So, when I just wanted to mention that because we use their music as our theme song and stuff. So, not trying to be land on a downer and stuff, but that was just something I was thinking about as we were talking here today.
Well, we're going to dedicate this episode to him. Alright. Dwayne, what's your Instagram real quick?
I don't know.
It's Dwayne Grindle Clark.
That's my TikTok.
Same thing.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, TikTok. Dwayne likes to paint and show off his miniatures. Not his dick, but like he makes these like He has the Marvel Protocol, Warhammer 401k, and Dwayne has actually won awards for painting them. It's really cool. You should check it out.
It's 40K, not 401k. That's totally different.
Same thing.
I spent my 401k on them, but...
Yeah. Alright, so check that out. Follow us right here, Cool Kids Live, on my Monster Dome YouTube channel. Also follow me on Letterboxd, please. I think that's it. Stay tuned to after credits.
Did you mention your letterbox?
I did, yes.
Oh,
okay. 100 times. I'll also probably bring it back up in the credits.
What's your username on there?
Oh yeah, it's Sean Dills.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to post a picture of it, pop it on screen. It's just my name. And you'll see me doing stand-up as my picture. So stay tuned after credits. We're going to find out where we're going next. Dwayne, I haven't got to do this in a week, so I'm really excited. I was like, I don't know why I get all giddy showing you what we're going to watch next. So, Chase got to pick the episode 2 episodes ago. Dwayne got to pick this episode. I'm back in charge for the final regular episode of the Monster Dome Season 2. Dwayne, what do you think we're going to watch next?
I have no idea. How am I supposed to know?
Just you see.
I didn't take my ESP pills this morning.
You've seen a lot of horror films.
I've seen a lot of horror films. Yeah. We're gonna watch Decoder, Frankie Frico, and the Mummy, Aztec Mummy.
The best of Monster Dome now. Okay, guys. I'll give you a hint. The next episode, 0 horror films.
Oh, okay.
We're stepping out of horror genre just for one episode.
This be like a Sean Dill special?
No.
Okay.
I want to step out of the genre, jump into a different genre for an episode.
Okay, so I think I got a guess then.
Okay.
Or is it westerns?
Not westerns.
So it's comedy?
Nope. Well, kinda.
Okay.
But it's not the genre. The genre, you kind of want to go sci-fi.
Oh, okay. Sci-fi?
Yeah, sci-fi.
Okay, no, my pick is sci-fi movie. Genre is sci-fi.
That's right. Dwayne got it.
Sci-fi, yes.
Sci-fi films. Dwayne, this is considered the greatest. One of these movies is considered the greatest movie of all time.
Okay.
This is a big movie. People say this is...
Flash Gordon?
You know, goddamn well Flash Gordon. I'm goddamn list. People consider this to be #1 GOAT movie.
You give me a hint.
I've never seen it, so it's about time we watch it. And I'll give you a hint. It's a trilogy. And we're watching all three.
Star Wars?
Star Wars, no.
Okay. I have no idea then.
All right. This is considered the greatest movie, the greatest trilogy ever.
Oh, Godfather?
Yeah. I love the scene in Godfather when they pull out laser pistols. We're doing Back to the Future trilogy.
Okay.
I've never seen them.
I saw the first one.
Well, we're going to watch all three Back to the Futures on the next edition of
The Monster Dome.
I hate when you say it. I hate it.
The Monster Dome.
Daisy, can you try it?
The Monster Dome.
The Monster Dome.
Oh.